Hi, my name is Michael Goodman, and this is Understanding the Assemblies of God of Missions and Missiology. What is missions all about? Well, the Assemblies of God is a Pentecostal Christian denomination. It's known for its missionary work, whether it be domestic or abroad overseas. Doesn't matter. We are all about missions. What is AG Missions, anyways? It is to fulfill the Great Commission by spreading the Christian faith worldwide. How do we AG operate? We operate through evangelism, church planning, discipleship, humanitarian aid, and a lot of community. We're all about community. I'm on the domestic side with reaching the college campus. The history of the Assemblies of God missions was founded in 1914. The AG quickly prioritized global missions. Everybody got together, was like, we're gonna go reach the world. All right. Said the early mission efforts established over 15 countries in 1959, focused on education, healthcare, and evangelism. Basically, we were trying to not only give them the gospel, but also give them the tools and the resources to maintain their developments. And once we leave, they can actually adapt on their own. Because last we want to do is make someone dependent on us rather than be able to function on themselves. Kind of like the teach a man to fish rather than giving a fish type of deal. We use media technology, broadcast, audience, all of it. We use all of it to utilize the gospel. Missiology is the study of religious, specifically Christianity missions, and their methods and purposes. The key components, theological basis of missions is cultural, social, linguistic considerations, basically cross-cultural. Like we have to learn a whole new language and like a format of talking in order to really get to the basis of what the gospel is all about. And it's our purpose and it's our goal to understand and improve the practicing religious beliefs. It's really important that as Christians we learn not to make someone adapt to us, but we adapt to them for the sake of the gospel. Paul talks about how he becomes all things to all people so that he might win the few. So we will do the same. If it is barbarian, then we will become barbarians. If it's one under the law, we will become like one under the law so that we can save them out of the law and integrate. The structure of the Assemblies of God, there's a little flow chart we have, I got you. The divisions of the Assemblies of God, the U.S. missions focuses on domestic evangelism. That's what I do. I'm with Chi Alpha. I'm a Chi Alpha missionary. Been for a year now. It's awesome talking to college students. But not only that, we focus on world missions, concentrating on international outreach, groups and training programs, financial and support from local churches. Usually, we have individuals who support us, who believe in the mission of God and what we're doing. And the role for the missionaries in the AG are individuals called to spread the Christian message and serve communities, training and preparation with rigorous and spiritual cultural practical training. We do a lot of the rigorous training, but it's so worth it. Spread the gospel. It's so worth it. Light afflictions. So often it involves a broad learning of languages and adapting to cultures. Like I said, the gospel does not change, but the way we display the gospel does. And so that we may reach those people who can understand the gospel the way that we present it. The impact that we have by doing that is the growth of Christianity. It increases in a significant targeted by Christian believers, especially targeted by the AG missions, are growing significantly with I met a missionary with Djibouti, Africa, because we are so focused on reaching with social humanitarian contributions, so that we have schools, hospitals, and all these social programs, so that people may see the gospel for what it is, and not just religion, but a lifestyle. We do, however, face a lot of opposition, and even on the college campus in the U.S., with political and religious oppositions and cultural barriers, because we have a lot of international students who come over and they want to learn in the Americas. We have to really adapt to their culture. The contextualizing of the gospel, adapting the Christian message to different contexts. Like we said many times, the goal is to reach them cross culturally, with an interfaith communication, so that we can have a conversation about faith. More in the East, it's more more prevalent to have a faith. In the West, it's starting to grow where it's not usual to have a faith. So it's depending on where you're at, it's depending on how you contextualize the gospel. Ensuring the mission work contributes to long-term community growth. You want to establish a church, and as you establish a church, you want to almost take your hand off of it and let other people who are new believers step in and be trained and be equipped, and so that they, once you leave, that church remains and it continues to grow and it continues to draw more people in for the sake of the gospel. It's just really important to always train, lead, equip, send, always. Embracing the technologies, utilizing the digital platforms for evangelism. If it can reach them, it can reach them. That's what we're all. That's the whole goal. The global impact is navigating a world with increasing interconnected cultures and beliefs. I mean, in Djibouti, Africa alone, there's like 4 or 5 languages spoken, and it's not uncommon for them to speak it. It's just you just gotta roll with the punches, and we're trying to encourage the next generation, including mine, to participate in the missions and the vision of what the AG has to offer, and what the Great Commission has commanded us to do to make disciples in Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, and the ends of the earth. Thank you so much. And that is the Assemblies of God.